It ain't.
Let me tell you about this super fly, dirty third coat, muddy water, shout it, pop that pussy if you wanna. Let me tell you about this old school, blowing lean candy.
Welcome to the Joeschmo Sportsshow. Our stats don't matter, but we do. We have a great show for you today. Let me introduce you to my panel. To the left of me, we have John. We have Ken.
Yeah, buddy.
To my right, we have Jay. And we have Red on the far side.
Yes.
All right, guys, what are we drinking on today?
Black Crown Budweiser.
Mm-hmm. Black Crown Budweiser. How we liking this? It's kind of like
I like it, feel, man.
I like it.
Smooth.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll tell you when I get that check to us. Give us a check.
Just to let you guys know in the audience, we have a new segment we're going to launch today. It's called Who Needs to Sit Their Ass Down? All right? So let's go to our first topic, guys. Let's talk about the NFC South. Let's talk about the way on top.
The most dominant.
I got props today.
We have you on camera. We have you on tape saying a lot of things about the Falcons.
Yeah,
And now they're on top. Now you want to bandwagon.
I'm the typical left.
I'm big. I'll say this.
What you say?
The NFC South is just like the division that anything can happen.
Man, wait a minute. Don't cloud out.
I'm not saying that it can't be taken over. I'm just saying anything can happen. You can win out with that record. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like to win out with that type of record, that's just. Man,
you play on your schedule.
You right.
You can look at it one of two ways. It's either really bad or it's really competitive.
So who you got to pick this up?
The Falcons.
Who you got? Who you think the
I've seen the Panthers. I've seen Tampa play horrible, and I've seen the Saints. Not consistent. So I mean, they're the only team that got a chance. Otherwise, if I was going to take that, just because there's nobody else. The Panthers played horrible for 2 weeks in a row.
Yeah,
this is like, come on now.
Like,
seriously, they look terrible.
Cap is hurt. He's hurt.
He is hurt.
He's going to the playoffs with 8-8, win the division. 79, 8-8, something like that.
What the Falcons will.
And a home playoff game. We're in a better spot than Dallas is.
I'm gonna be different.
Not until
I'm gonna be different here. I'm gonna be different here. I believe New Orleans gonna win the division.
What the?
Yeah, I believe New Orleans gonna win the division.
Yeah, you keep saying that. Every time you say that, we end up winning.
That's what I'm gonna keep saying. It's a Jedi mind trick. I say they suck, they do good.
Yeah.
I pick them to win, they lose. I'm pick them to lose, so they can win.
But at the same time, I saw the same team on the field that almost lost that game once again. There's nothing changed. They're just still.
But it's a rivalry.
The game was gone.
Yeah.
But once again, the second half, y'all can't keep. So you see the same team, but just y'all went out on the games that y'all can win out in the division.
Let's look at it.
That was somebody else.
Tampa Bay is hard. Tampa Bay is hard, bro.
Except for last week. They were horrible. Okay, until they beat
Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
They hard. Carolina is fledgling.
Yeah,
What's that?
Who you talking about? Tampa Bay?
Yeah.
They beat the Redskins.
They beat the Redskins.
That's what I'm talking about.
The Redskins are hard. So they're two hard teams.
It was.
But if you look at the 4 teams, the Saints to me have probably the best chance of putting something together this last half of the season. Falcons' schedule don't get no easy.
No,
What can you see out of the Saints that make you say they'll put something together? We ain't seen nothing out of them either.
The only thing I've seen,
I've seen them be in games to the end.
We've been in games.
No, we've been in games in the beginning and we fell apart second half.
right?
If you even look at this game, we didn't do nothing spectacular. Matt Ryan drove the ball around the field. He did his thing. But if it weren't for a missed field goal, we wouldn't be here talking about. We lasted, and we second to last in this.
Ifs and buts was candy and nuts.
Let's talk about.
I like that.
Let's talk about Week 11 highlights. Let's talk about Seattle. What's going on with the team?
Who cares? I don't care. I'm glad
There's a lot of
They gonna be
decision in the locker room.
Yeah.
You think so?
Yeah.
So that's the 11-5 team. They're gonna be the Super Bowl winner. They're gonna get it together.
So they got a problem now with Lynch.
Yeah.
They had a problem with
They had a problem with last year.
Yeah, half the locker room I think was split on the Harvin. But I mean, there's a lot of guys like Lynch that advocated for him staying. You know what I'm saying?
But now he needs to sit his ass. I know we ain't there yet.
No.
They bring more touchdowns. Come on.
Listen, man. He needs to understand. He needs to sit his ass down and play football. That's what he needs to do.
Okay.
That's what he needs to do. But
Give me shut the fuck up.
I mean, you gotta understand. I know Person Hard is your boy and everything, but you gotta look at it. At the end of the day, the man is on the team. He's playing football. It ain't like they kicked him off the team out of the league.
Right.
He got a job.
Right.
So at the end of the day, shut the hell up and play some ball. We pay you to run this ball. And you run it
I
very well.
think he's feeling his feelings are involved right now.
Right.
Because he's more looking at like, first they didn't want to pay me.
Right.
They want to give me. They want to extend my contract, and then they're not loyal to their players. So it's like, okay, you brought Harvin in, you didn't give the guy a full year, and you let him go. So he's looking at it like that. His feelings are involved. I don't think his business. I think his feelings is involved in the situation.
If you read behind the scenes stuff, man, of what people in the league have said about Person Hard, he's not a good person.
They say bipolar.
He's not a good person. So that's not somebody that you want to align yourself with. If Marshawn Lynch want to continue to play ball, I mean, we've seen you can be great in this league. They will sit you behind. Okay, so
that leads me to my next topic. What is going on with Eli? 5 picks.
Oh man, that
Should he sit
game.
his ass down?
But not against Dallas.
No, because Eli not gonna play that way against Dallas. That's all I do. But I think what's going on with him is they got a lot of injuries. They don't have a running game.
No
running.
All the
game.
years you've seen the Giants dominate, they had a
Who is
dominant
he throwing
running
to
game.
besides Odell Beckham?
That's all they got.
That's it.
That's it.
So
So if you cover Odell Beckham,
we got.
he gonna throw interceptions.
Pretty much. He gonna tell
If you see them, well, we'll say one of the picks don't count because it bounced off somebody's hand.
Okay.
The other picks were forced.
Yeah.
You don't have an offensive line, so people pressure him. When they blitz him, Eli not even looking when he's doing it.
But here's the
It's true.
You gotta hate to be Eli. I mean, your brother is the greatest quarterback potentially to play the game. Yes, I said
I
that.
think he's gonna kill himself.
Eli?
Yeah. There's gonna be so much pressure. There's gonna be so much pressure.
No. Eli's been good. He got 2 Super Bowls.
I'm about to say
That only got 1.
But you don't think about
Historically.
throwing 5 picks.
Historically,
Man,
Man threw 5
this, I got 2 Super Bowls. You don't think
I'll
about
tell
that.
you,
You go to the locker room, put your head down, and then next week,
Carlton look like he might be getting dementia on the side.
All you say
He's drawing plays in the hook. But Eli looking on the right. If it ain't Beckham, he don't know who the hell he's going to. He don't even know their name. He's like, hey, run right. That's what he's doing, man. Eli straight.
Yeah. It's a
new offensive coordinator too, so a lot of that has an effect. I ain't trying to buy it, but
Sound like
hey, they look bad overall. They look bad.
But Philadelphia might be falling apart too. Dallas might be falling apart. So
let's talk about Green Bay.
Man,
Man, 50 points.
Aaron
That's
Rodgers.
2 weeks.
that's in Green Bay.
Yeah.
That's in Green Bay. You're right.
Then Aaron Rodgers told everybody to relax.
Can they be stopped?
but they ran Chip Kelly ass out of Green Bay.
They said you can try that speed shit if you want.
I mean, you gonna get that points on the you gonna get that defense. They gonna score points. The thing is their defense scoring points, which their defense
The biggest-
exactly.
The biggest.
Their defense is stepping
Let me
up.
tell you something. I played Philadelphia defense.
Yeah.
I didn't know you could get negative points.
Yeah, you can.
When you
Negative
got
three.
-3 points.
Yeah.
I feel for you, bro.
Them bastards scored 38 points.
When Clay Matthews in the middle of that linebacker core was the best thing Green Bay ever did for their defense. Can't nobody stop him. He like a wild man.
And until somebody figures out that maybe they have to double cover Jordy Nelson, I mean, I guess it'll take all season long.
George Nelson got 5 routes, by the way.
Brand new
Got 5 routes.
car. 4 touchdowns.
Yo, it's like
They double team.
you can go from week 8 all the way down and see the same slant play. This is the same team. Why is the same play? You can't stop it.
And you perfect when you perfect something like
My
that.
question is, why certain teams can run it and certain teams can't?
Because you got a quarterback that can put the ball on the
Where
line.
they need to be.
That's the
Just now
difference.
double check, man.
Yeah, come to that.
Not to flip it back to the Falcons, but that's what upsets me. You know, why? I mean, we know our offensive line is weak. Why we can't go quick?
Hey,
I said that. 6 weeks ago.
Aaron Rodgers.
We down a ton of old linemen, man.
Nah, Aaron Rodgers gonna be able to
All
do
right.
that.
They stop throwing those screens.
Let's talk about baseball.
Hmm.
What the hell are the Braves doing?
Man, what haven't they done?
They traded Jason Hayward.
They took the team
For what?
out of
What did they get for him?
They should have got rid of Freddie Gonzalez. That's what it needed.
But that's typical of ownership that's not from like I said earlier. That's typical of ownership that's not from the place where the team
But why
plays.
did they trade him? Wasn't he the best?
Say it was too expensive.
They said he wasn't going to re-sign
They should've got
after
that.
next year.
They should have
Say
got
it
rid
was-
of that.
So he wanted to trade
He
him
was
before-
too expensive. He was great defensively, but he never hit the batting average that they needed him to hit. They
Well,
did
hell,
280,
they
290.
need to take it out there up his paycheck. Look, let me tell you something. The Braves have a history of having great players and not paying them and letting them go.
Let me tell you something.
That's almost every Atlanta sport team there is. Anytime the flag gets they get too big for the checkbook, they go.
Upton's ain't been hitting on nothing since they had that store at
Okay.
South Lake Mall.
Okay.
That's a little history for you. All y'all people out there in Atlanta.
Well, what I really think is going to happen, I think the Atlanta Braves are going to totally rework their whole team. They're going to get rid of everybody, they're going to bring in new people, just like they did in the 90s.
I think they panicked.
So
And it's going to be a dominant.
They
The
get
first
rid of
losing
the
season
new
since
moves.
all
Yeah, I believe that's what's
The
going
new
to
stadium.
So Freddie Freeman and Kimball going to be the face of the organization.
happen.
Because they re-signed Freddie Freeman and Kimball. They re-signed them earlier this year.
Yeah, they had money.
So-
They're trying to get those faces ready for the new
They
stadium.
were trying to work last
They're
time.
trying to make everything.
Last time we did
Cop,
that?
man.
Thanks, man.
What they doing? In the
Braves have been insignificant for quite some time,
Time.
man.
Since David Justice was
So
gone.
they, exactly.
Yeah, so, I mean, next topic.
Let's talk about the Hawks and the Cavs. What happened that game? What really went on?
LeBron.
I don't think the Hawks played a bad game. I think the Cavs just played up.
What were they playing at?
I think
No.
I think the Cavs just played exceptionally.
You
It's
saw the
efficient
potential.
offense.
The potential that could be.
Absolutely. If they had some defense to go with that offense, man, I don't see nobody. You know,
What
because
they
they
get
can't.
about 40 something?
Yeah.
Like
They
33.
kind of remind me of like the Heat and Spurs championship game.
Yeah.
When like the Heat was playing good, but the Spurs was playing awesome. Like there's nothing they
Yeah,
were
right.
miss.
I got you.
Like it wasn't the defense or offense, it was just like nobody was missing.
Yeah.
No matter if they contested a shot, everything was going in.
And then the Hawks, they turn around and they get beat by the Lakers tonight. I mean, you have a team that they can't even get a call from a referee. I watch these games. I think I saw one sequence they went down the floor 3 times in a row. Every player that shot the ball got fouled. No whistle. Okay?
No, what team?
They were
The Lakers. Okay.
Now, Kobe Bryant had 44 points last night and didn't play in the fourth quarter.
That's a bad man.
Okay? Now, they trying to tell me that Kobe is, what is they, ranked number 40 in the league? I don't think there's been one player that scored 44 points in 3 quarters this year.
Yeah.
And to do it on a losing team when you playing, I feel bad for bro.
You know what?
He could have took a pay cut. He could have took a pay cut, but in actuality, he took one. Kobe Bryant worked all the money they could throw out.
I said the Lakers won't be as bad as people think they are.
They got.
I might be wrong about it. Because I didn't know Randall got hurt the first round pick out. I didn't know he got hurt.
This other guy just got hurt. Matthews out for 6 weeks. I mean, it's,
But you got Kobe Bryant taking 1 million shots a game. Your team not only gonna be.
well, if you got Jeremy Lin going down there and running the wrong plays, what you gonna do? He ran the wrong play in the clutch situation. 30 seconds left. He runs the wrong play. They thought they said 2 for 1. Huh?
Jeremy Lin still look lost. Like, he very low.
That's gonna make my head hurt. We talk about it.
All right, guys, it's time for our new segment. Who should really sit their ass down?
Man, sit your ass down.
It's everybody that's in love with Ohio State. I don't see why. I don't see why. You lost to Virginia Tech. And you playing nobodies. Even though you blowing them out, you playing nobodies. You should not be in the top 4, top 5, top 6. Sit your ass down and go play some real schools. Plain simple.
Boom.
Man, sit your ass down.
No disrespect, but AP and Rice need to sit their ass down. They ain't gonna play no ball this year. I'm sorry. We're not gonna take that shit back to trial. NFL not gonna prove you. We all know you can smoke weed with the Pittsburgh Steelers and you can play the next game.
Right.
You can spank your child or drag your woman. You ain't playing this season. Sit your ass down.
Man, sit your ass down.
Limited media for getting rid of my man Jason Hayward. Atlanta's own Stockbridge High. Our child. You got rid of our son. So limited media, go to hell and sit your ass down.
Man, sit your ass down.
Guy's name, but this is a player that played for Florida State. He just got kicked off the team. He's doing the same shit that all these guys in the NFL just got suspended for.
Yeah.
You didn't learn your lesson. You caught something dumb, buddy, bye-bye. So sit your ass down, bro. You played Florida State. You should have learned, James Winston. You stupid.
And honorable mention, sit your ass
You can
down.
steal crab legs. You can rape somebody. Don't beat on them. All right?
Yeah.
My bad, y'all. You can't rape nobody, but you know what I mean. Yeah, Winston still playing.
Man, sit your ass down.
It's going to be short and sweet. Todd Gurley need to sit his ass down. I was an idiot. You should have never came back. Now you bleed goddamn me out. Now you dropped in the draft. You should have just sat your ass down.
That's all right.
Trailed, went to combine, did what you had to do, been
Born to be out with a chick.
third pick in the draft, and got your money. But no, your ass was loyal to Georgia, and you blew your knee out in the last 5 minutes of the game. That y'all was blowing out. That shit don't make no sense.
No.
Should have sat your ass down.
Now, your only hope is Oakland picked her up.
Man, sit your ass down.
All right, guys.
All right.
So, week 12 picks. And you know the first one's dear to my heart.
No, don't do that.
Chiefs Raiders. Watch your mouth, Ken. Chiefs Raiders.
Who you got, man? Come on.
They playing at Oakland.
They have
Chiefs.
They playing at Oakland. So yeah.
I'm gonna go with Raiders.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with the Raiders.
It could have been a trap game for the Chiefs.
Because Alex Smith ain't did nothing. Now, y'all talk about game managers. Alex Smith is the epitome of a damn game manager.
Have his face in
He ain't did nothing. And I was an Alex Smith, I believed in Alex Smith. He was pretty good in San Francisco.
14 fantasy points per game. Alex,
But he ain't did nothing. And
that's every week.
right. 14
Do
points.
they have?
Got me 3 this
But
month.
the thing is, the Raiders' running game is pretty much non-existent.
Oh, it's null and void.
Yeah, and the Chiefs don't allow touchdowns
We're gonna
pressure-wise.
pick up tape.
That's what we say.
But every week there's a trap game. And I think this is a trap game. I think the Raiders get their first win.
This is Rams Browns week 12.
Nah.
That's what last
They've been in some games, though. They've
We've
been
been in all our games.
Nah.
We've been in all our games.
games too.
Very good.
Lost.
Yeah, we just lost.
It's like teams playing with the Raiders.
Browns, Falcons.
Browns.
Falcons.
Browns.
We are at home for the first time in a long time.
Browns.
We on a roll.
We on a roll, Jay.
I'm going to go to the Falcons.
Exactly.
I started the Browns defense against Mallet and the Houston Texans. I'm like, bro, what? They had a second string quarterback and running back, and they still outscored them. I'm like, come on, man.
Lions, Patriots.
Ooh, I'm gonna go with the Lions. They took a whipping this week with the Cardinals. They didn't even really get beat bad. They just couldn't get in the end zone. You know, so I take them.
You taking the Lions?
I'm going with Patriots.
Yeah, absolutely.
But I got Tom Brady in my second fantasy league. I ain't started him all year. I started him this week, and he laid a freaking egg on it. He might have another one because oh my God! I'm tired of
You going Patriots? How about you, Jay?
Patriots.
Patriots.
I want the Patriots.
Cardinals, Seahawks.
That's going to be the
Hawks.
Ooh, yeah, Seahawks.
I think the Seahawks going to figure out
I think Seahawks gonna.
how to play some defense.
Yeah.
Because despite the Lions losing, Ellington wasn't doing nothing.
He was not. I saw it. I started him too.
So Browns, Ellington.
I think
I'm going with the Cardinals on that pick.
You go to Cardinals?
I think they Marshawn Lynch get a swift kick up his rear end this week in private, and he come out and go beast mode.
Okay.
That's
Like you know he can.
yeah, like you know he can.
I mean, he just
Turn
turns
to
the
Jones Brady.
But we can have to go. He can score 4 touchdowns. So they can definitely happen.
Cowboys at the Giants.
Cowboys.
Cowboys.
Trap game.
That's a trap game as well, I believe.
The Cowboys should win.
That's
Cowboys.
we
We
are.
already
I wouldn't be
know
surprised if the Giants won, but I'm
Right,
rocking
it's
with the Cowboys.
What is Eli's history?
No. They don't play the same.
The week after throwing multiple interceptions.
Up and down.
We already expect him to come out and
He
play.
probably win the next game. I'm going Giants.
Oh. Ravens, Saints.
I'm picking the Ravens.
Ravens. Because they playing in Baltimore, I think.
That defense playing.
I'm
Defense
going
will
with
go off.
Because we need the
Yeah.
Saints Ravens again.
They
Ravens.
playing that.
I'm not picking the Saints
Sure,
at
not
all.
playing.
No, I won't do that. Even if I.
Huh?
Sure, they're not playing in the dome.
They might. I don't care if they are.
Okay, you picking the
I'm
Ravens.
picking the
How
Ravens.
about you?
Yeah,
Ravens. You guys?
Ravens.
Gotta go, yeah.
Saints fans took that ball and that little. It's terrible.
Oh,
too.
Yeah, my right, man, whatever.
Well, they ain't getting too many balls in New Orleans.
All right, guys. Great show. Thanks for tuning in. You can tweet us at,
Joeschmo.tv.
Show.
and you can find us where, Jay?
Lumpy Couch.
That
TV.
Are you sure about that?
I'm pretty.
Yes, Lumpy
pretty
Couch
close to
You're
that.
supposed to say I'm 100% sure.
Hey, girl.
Hey, I'm pretty sure.
shout out to UGA for offering that
Appreciate
man's
you,
insurance policy, man.
Yeah.
Look at this.
Appreciate you, girl. It's my son jersey, but
Is that a life size?
Apple.
This is
All right, we'll see you guys next week. Thank
Appreciate
you.
you, man.
He better,
Appreciate you at UGA.
he better hope they don't draft him.
Let me tell you about this super fly, dirty, third coat, muddy water, shouted, pop that.
You ask a Negro, they should have never gave these boy this shit. They come back real rough, didn't they? Talking about who ought to sit their ass down and shit. Boy, I tell you, I'm gonna tell you who ought to sit their ass down. Everybody named Eli and Odell ought to be playing in the South. How you gonna be playing up north with names like that? Eli and Odell, we ought to be playing in the South. Well, we need to be on the Georgia team. They need to be down here with us. Falcons going to the Super Bowl. That's a Negro, I tell you.
Let me tell you about this super fly, dirty,